The lancet trembled in Gift's hand as she stared at the man bleeding out on her operating table. Gunshot wounds. 3 of them. His heart was failing. She had seconds to decide. Save him or let him die. Her team waited for orders. Gift made the cut. For the next 4 hours, she fought death itself, her hands moving with precision born from years of training. When his heart finally beat steady, she collapsed against the wall, exhausted but victorious. She had no idea she'd just made the worst mistake of her life. 2 weeks later, Hugh walked into her office. Tall, dangerous, with eyes that saw through every lie. He placed a folder on her desk. Inside were photos of her younger brother, Chidi, beaten and bloodied. "You saved my life, Dr. Gift," Hugh said, his voice cold as winter. "In my world, that means you owe me. 1 life for 1 life." Her blood ran cold. "What do you want?" He smiled, but there was no warmth in it. "Your brother owes me $200,000. Gambling debts. You'll work for me now. Patch up my people. Keep them alive. Or Chidi pays with his life." If you're already hooked, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you'll want to see where this goes. Drop a comment if you'd make the same choice Gift did. Gift had no choice. She became a ghost in Hugh's world, called in the dead of night to save men who deserved to die. Criminals, killers, monsters. Her hands, trained to heal, now kept the worst of humanity breathing. She hated it. She hated him. But every time she saw Hugh, something shifted inside her. He was different when they were alone, quieter, almost human. One night, after a particularly brutal operation, he found her crying in his study. "I never wanted this life for you," he said softly. She looked up at him, tears streaming down her face. "Then let me go. Let Chidi go." He moved closer, his hand brushing her cheek. "I can't." "Why not?" Her voice broke. He hesitated, and for the first time, she saw fear in his eyes. "Because I'm dying, Gift. My heart is failing. The same heart you saved. And you're the only surgeon in this city skilled enough to save me again." The room spun. She stepped back, her mind racing. "What are you saying?" He pulled out a medical file, handed it to her. "Rare cardiomyopathy, advanced stage, surgical survival rate, 40%. "I'm saying I need you," Hugh whispered, "and I'm terrified of what that means." The surgery was scheduled for 3 weeks. 3 weeks of living in limbo, of stolen glances and forbidden touches. Gift tried to keep her distance, but Hugh made it impossible. He was everywhere, in her thoughts, in her dreams, in the quiet moments when she should have been planning his death instead of imagining his survival. "You could let me die," he told her one night, his fingers intertwined with hers. "Free yourself. Free Chidi. No one would question it. 40% odds. Easy to fail." She pulled away, anger flashing in her eyes. "You think I'm a killer?" He shook his head. "I think you're the strongest person I've ever met, and I think I'm in love with you." Her breath caught. This was madness. Loving the man who held her brother's life hostage. Loving the man whose death could set her free. The night before the surgery, Gift stood over his sleeping form, watching his chest rise and fall. In the morning, she would hold his heart in her hands. She would decide if he lived or died, love or freedom, salvation or revenge. The choice was hers, and she still didn't know what she would choose. The ending will break you. Comment below, should Gift save Hugh or let him die? Subscribe and like if you need part 2. Your answer might just decide how this story ends.